Okay, let me give you the tour first, then the numbers, then what I like, what I don't like, valuation, and then my taste test. Hard to read the words. First criticism of the sign. All right, Justin, I want your first impressions.
It's got the same flavour as Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh yeah. All right, look at all these cakes. Hey, how you doing? What is the best seller? Vanilla.
All are best. If you like chocolate, you can go for chocolate.
All are the best.
All are the best.
Where's vanilla there?
This is all vanilla.
Oh, it's like the cake itself is vanilla.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, got ya.
Okay, and then that's a red velvet.
Red velvet.
And that's chocolate.
Chocolate.
Okay.
Hibiscus, mango.
Ooh.
Okay, and that's the cake inside is those flavors. Okay, got ya. Is the on the outside around these, is it all cream or what is
Sorry?
the white, like the white around the outside?
Yeah, it's a base. Chocolate base sponge.
Chocolate base.
And the cream and the chocolates is like
Yeah,
is it
it's a
icing?
chocolate. Icing. No, not icing. Chocolate cream.
That's like a cream.
Cream.
Yeah, I like some cream. Well, I think
What would be a letter like?
you should like a red velvet.
Okay,
I think.
we'll get a red velvet for sure. What do you want, Justin?
I'll just have some of the red velvet.
Do you like working here?
Yes.
Is this your shop?
No.
No, it's not your shop. Whose shop is it? Who owns this one?
Sanjay Patel.
It's Sanjay. Does he have one shop or many
No,
shops?
it's a one shop.
One shop. Cool. All right. Well, we're going to try one. All right. That was our experience. There's our little Cakebox cakes. The lady apparently said that it's they're too busy, was the words she used. So that's a good sign. Now, Interactive Brokers can give you access to Cakebox because they're the UK, and Interactive Brokers can give you access to many countries. There's a link in the description below. I highly recommend. It's the broker that I use, and it's the safest. Also in the description is my email list where you can sign up to Yes Stocks, No Stocks, where I'm going to put out an email about all the valuation work that I've been doing on serial acquirers and the mega caps, and it's something that I use to keep track of things. It's free. It takes about 30 seconds to read. So this is the revenue graph over the 5 years. It's growing at about 16% per annum. So that's some very nice growth there. Now I've put the gross margin over the top of that revenue. And as you can see, gross margin has been improving as well. So there's a good combination of revenue growth and gross margin growth. But unfortunately, both operating margins and net income margins have been actually declining over the last few years, specifically in 2023. Inflation pressures have hurt Cakebox, being a cake maker. Their raw ingredients have gone up, price of things have gone up, where even though revenue has gone up as well, they haven't been able to pass the full margins on. So unfortunately, there's been a bit of a squeeze on operating and net income margins, which probably is understandable. Whether that turns or not is probably the big question here. Now, the things I like to check for are their debt levels, and they have hardly any debt, and they have plenty of cash to pay it off whenever they feel like it. No issues there at all. Their shares outstanding number has been very stable at 40 million. The founder CEO has a 25% ownership in the business, so that's great. He's still running it. That's what we want to see. Return on invested capital is above 25% and has always been really strong. The return on investment, the ROI on a store level, it's really great. So we're talking sort of 20 to 30% per store, depending on the location. Yeah, great return metrics for this business. I really like a lot about this. So let's actually talk about the things that I like. So I like the niche that they are in. Eggless cakes is quite a niche in the cake world and in the treats world. They're competing against the supermarkets, I guess, for cakes. They're competing against like business to consumer businesses. Bother me, but I do like this niche. This is quite specific. There's religious reasons why people don't want to have eggs in their cake. There's taste reasons. There's dietary reasons. And the numbers show that this is a popular thing and obviously tastes pretty great. So it's a conservative thing. If you wanted to get a cake for someone at the office, go and get a Sainsbury cake or whatever, or you go to Cakebox, and they're pretty good, which you'll see in my taste test later. I like how simple this business is. They're just franchises. People own lots of different cake boxes all over England, and yeah, it's pretty simple. They sell cakes. Like, it's not rocket science, right? I really like their return on invested capital numbers. I like that their gross margins are improving. I really like that they have a stable share count, 40 million, just flat. It's nice and I like that. I think that's a good attitude from the CEO. I like that they are very low on debt. That's good. I like the high insider ownership and the CEO founder, Sukh Chamdal. That's great to see. Having 25% is big. I like that many of the franchisees actually own multiple locations. I think that's a really key point too. So they've shown that one makes money, they go and get another one, put somebody to operate that one and go get another one. And I think they're up to, I got a feeling, I can't remember the exact number, but I got a feeling it's like 40 or 50% of the people who have a franchise own multiple franchises. So that's a good metric to go by, meaning that this is an attractive franchise model. And I like a franchise model. It's clean, it's simple, it works. It works in the food business well, I think. I did like the taste, not of every cake that I tried, but you'll see in the taste test. I like the price point of the cakes. They were very affordable. I was very surprised. The slice of cake that I got cost like £3.20 or something like that. And that was a big piece of cake. Like that was too much for me. I had like a quarter of like each of the pieces of the cake, and that was way too much. So the price point of the cakes is good. Value for money is strong. And I like that it's actually a really simple business to value when I get to the valuation. So yeah, lots of things to like. That's good. But let's talk about the things that I don't like. I don't like that it's retail. Business to consumer, retail. It has a lot of fixed costs. I don't love it. It's fickle. If someone has a bad experience, they never go back. It's just, I don't like a lot of things about retail, and I don't like things in the food business generally. I don't like that it's a perishable good, even though cakes last more than a day, they don't last forever. So yeah, it's perishable goods. So you're going to have some cost of goods sold. You're going to have some wastage there. I don't like that. I don't like that a franchise has, I said this already, with the fixed costs. So you've got rent, electricity, staff, ingredients, before you know whether you're going to get any sales. There's no recurring revenue here whatsoever. I don't like that there is lots of competition for just sweet things in general. I do like the eggless cake niche though in that space. I think that's a very good, unique point, but they're competing against anything that's sweet. Now they have had some accounting issues in the past. It was a few years ago now. I don't like that, but it doesn't seem to be that dramatic. I don't think I'm too worried about that, but I guess I don't like that they've had some accounting issues. I don't like that the revenues are actually slowing a little bit in the last year or two. That's of some concern. And I don't like the rising cost of late, obviously. That has stabilized too, but yeah, that's not a great thing for any business. Okay, so here's my valuation work on Cakebox. So what I've got is I've just grabbed the current revenue number and I'm growing it out at 15%. We're going to play around with that in a moment. It gives me a target revenue number of 74 million in revenue for the head office. I've got the average margins here, about 18%. It has been 20% in the past, but I think 18% is probably fair. And I've got a PE number, put a PE of 15 on that. I think a franchise model growing at sort of 10, 15% with reasonable, pretty good margins and a stable share count and a good little niche. I think 15 is probably, could even be below what fair value is for a multiple, but let's put 15 on it. Dilution rate and the current market cap. So I actually don't know whether that's the current market cap today, but yeah, you can play around with that particular number. I've actually got a feeling it's a little bit higher. I might adjust that right now. I think it's 65 million, just by the way. Okay, so yeah, my numbers look pretty strong. 25% compound annual growth rate, if we're talking about at around the 65 million market cap number. Now, so the 15% growth rate gets me to about 400 stores in 5 years' time, which I think is fair. That's sort of what they're gunning for. Let's put it down a little bit. Let's put it down to 10% and keep everything sort of the same. If let's say they, England being England, it's a bit tougher than we think. And yeah, I don't know. It's just the revenue numbers I think will still grow because they're opening new franchises, but let's allow for a little bit of an up and down period. 10% is still actually pretty strong growth. So we could even go lower, even 5%. And we sort of, even if we have pretty bad numbers in 5 years' time, we're still getting a reasonable return on our investment here. At 10%, we're already in the 20% range, and like 15% said it's 25% plus. And so if the price is falling below what it is now, it's about £1.60, I think, at the moment, to have the market cap of 65. If that falls, say, to £1.50 or something like that, let's say it even just goes down a little bit, we're getting strong returns here. So Cakebox is starting to look
I think, quite attractive. You have those things to worry about, the operating margins and income margins. I guess that's why you're getting this valuation, because they do have to grow that bottom line margin a little bit. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting business. All right, so the final thing to do is just taste the cakes and see whether I actually like them or not. I've got some friends to give their opinions as well. So yeah, let's see what the cakes actually taste like. Sweet. All right, so we've got the Cakebox cakes, and we've got, this is a vanilla almond one.
Mm-hmm.
This is red velvet. This is a hazelnut chocolate cake.
Those are the only 3 sponges available.
3 sponges.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Let's see. All right, please try.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to try vanilla first, actually.
I'm going red velvet. The red velvet's not that sweet.
Mm.
So it's a lot lower sugar than I thought. It's not epic.
Mm.
The red velvet was just like, man.
It
tastes actually fine, but
let me get on that train quickly.
it's it's not epic though, is it? Let me try that. Let's try the white.
I would not say it's epic. I think the vanilla is good. Great.
It's quite soft when you want from sponge. And not that sweet. And almond is good.
The red velvet is fine.
So I would argue the vanilla was better than the red velvet, but I'm not impressed so far.
No, it's not blowing my socks off. But that's almost interesting in and of itself, because if it can be, and this is a good cake.
Oh wait,
I don't know.
try the chocolate.
Try this
I
good.
like red velvet much more than vanilla.
Really?
It's so much better.
Yeah, maybe this is not a good. Maybe this is not a good experiment because we're all got different tastes. And
Yeah.
we're all different people, and we don't represent the financial numbers very well. This chocolate was good.
I prefer the vanilla.
No, the chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate is good.
I like the chocolate.
But I think,
I'd eat more of that chocolate one for sure.
but I think none of them blow my socks off. But what's interesting is that
Yeah,
maybe the
sweet.
bar's so low because there's not, egg-free.
They're egg-free cakes, and they're good.
Is it egg
yeah,
free?
this is-
They're good
fine.
cakes for egg-free.
Ah.
So that's their big thing. It's like we're egg-free cakes.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, so
it's
maybe that's what it is. Like maybe this is actually really impressive
for an egg-free cake.
I probably need to ask more people about cakes.
Yeah.
But
Definitely not vanilla.
not you like the vanilla? Or you don't like?
No.
No,
It's too, you know what? It tastes a bit like fake sugary.
Okay, it might be. Yeah, probably.
But red velvet is good and chocolate is good.
I think,
Yeah, I was big fan of the chocolate, but the lady said at the shop the vanilla is
the most
most popular.
Well, I think because people love it like very sweet. And I think it's the sweetest.
Yeah, I thought that chocolate. Anyway, it's good that they have different varieties for our different tastes. So
Yeah.
maybe it is the best of egg-free cakes possible, but it's
Yeah.
not going to rival
Yeah.
some epic mud cake that has eggs.
But if people are like either no cake or egg-free cake, this is not bad cake for egg-free cake. Right?
It's good cake for
Yeah,
egg.
good for cake.
good.
Yeah, good even.
I
I would even say,
would
like, if you told me this wasn't egg-free
Yeah,
cake,
I
I would have
would've
said,
known.
oh, this is great cake.
Yeah, it's fine. Good cake.
I didn't know that egg free cake exists.
Well, yeah. Now you do.
You
I
say
knew that
We
like
don't know if
gluten free exists, but
Yeah, so I'm not really sure. We're not really sure why egg-free is a thing.
well, because some people are allergic to eggs.
we thought it was that, but
Yeah.
but it's
I think it's also it seems to be it could be a demographic thing, like people from the subcontinent countries, the Indias, Pakistans. That's how it originated. Was like it might have something to do with their diet or their preferences, or don't know. You're
Maybe.
gonna have to do some research into this.
Yeah.
But
I would think that it's because of their allergy.
impressive for egg-free cakes,
Yeah.
but we don't know if that's the best egg-free cake in the world. But it's tastes like
Like
decent
a real
egg.
cake.
Yeah, real cake, but we now know it has egg, is
Yeah.
egg-free.
Yeah.
I just think it for a store that's a physical store that's on a street like that, it would have to be more than an allergy for it to be a successful business and like warrants like an actual store.
Yeah.
It says to me something more than just an allergy, because if it was an allergy and it was very widespread, it would really have been integrated into like general baking. But the fact that you don't really go to many places that make cakes
Well,
and it's egg
You,
free.
you never go to a restaurant and there's an egg-free option.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like gluten intolerance
Yeah, but
is
gluten is
much
also-
more prevalent.
yeah, but
Intolerance.
gluten is also allergy, basically.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is much more prevalent. Like there's more people with gluten intolerance,
Yeah,
and then
nearly
there's
every menu has a gluten-free option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calls it out.
Yeah.
No one calls out egg-free.
yeah. There's no people. Yeah, there's
So
no
the fact that they have, I don't know how many stores they've got at the moment, but they've got a lot of stores
Yeah.
for this particular reason.
it must be more than
It
just
must be more.
Than
more than
allergy.
just an allergy. Yeah.
Digging to find. All right. Thanks, everybody.